Howdly doodly, every pony. Woke up kind of grumpy this morning. The ex calling me. Hello, everyone. Yeah, ex calling me over and over again, being like, take the kid to tutoring and all that shit like that. So I woke up a little bit fucking tilted. Wednesday was wild. Is it already Thursday for you? Because Wednesday. Yeah. It's been, just going around starting shit with people because it's, I don't know, it makes me feel better. No, but it's almost over. I got you. I forget you're on the other side of the planet, and so I never know exactly what time it is over there. All right. So we're working off of the beautiful Google Doc that Soulstrings has put together. We're going to do that again because it worked out really good last time. And I'm looking at this. I think hump day. I think we're going to be able to get through all of the 2021 submissions, and then we're going to be moving on to the 2020 submissions. It's going to look, it's going to be pretty neat. And I see that we have Tom MacDonald on the list. I am almost 100% certain that is going to be copyrighted. But man, I haven't heard it. I've heard a lot about it. And I heard it's pretty fucking dumb. So I'm probably not going to stream for too long. I'm probably going to get through 2021 and then a couple of 2020s. Mostly because, if you want in, Soulstrings, come on in, bud. You're muted right now. Hang on one second. All right, go ahead.
Wait, am I?
Can
you hear me?
I can hear you, but the stream couldn't. I had you muted on the stream side.
Okay, got it. Wait.
So.
Yeah, I think that works. Damn it. Fucking YouTube. I can't just stop the video for some reason. I just want to keep the YouTube open so I can just watch the chat.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
All
okay.
right.
We're going to start out with a Stealing Shades song about... Oh, what? He's got ads playing? Oh,
true is what
big
we
bucks.
are.
No, get the fuck out of here.
I think you're not streaming, screen sharing in Discord, like your screen, like the last time.
Yes, you are correct. I am not screen sharing. Hang on, I will fix that. 1 second. Screen. This one and go live. All right, let me know if you can see it.
Which stream? It's loading. Yep, nice and clear.
Alrighty, sweet action. Let me. Oh no, I think I have too much going on the screen, so now I can't see my mouse. My mouse has disappeared. What the fuck is going on? That's really weird. I'm gonna close Discord and see what that does. No, I can't close Discord. I don't know.
I can see your cursor, actually. It's on the screen. It's right here.
My cursor is gone on my screen.
When you select the Chrome, it just disappears for some reason.
Well, it's going to be interesting to try to work this without a mouse. So anyway, we're going to be looking at this. Can you hear it, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we're going to start out with Stealing Shades, Radio Silence. It's a Fallout Equestria song. I don't know if has anybody heard, or not heard, has anybody actually read Fallout Equestria here?
Not me.
Me neither. Like, the shit's way too fucking long. I would probably get maybe 100 to 200,000 words into it, and that's not even halfway, and then I'm just checked out. I'm like, meh, too fucking long. And I think a lot of the attraction of Fallout Equestria was just how long it was, and that appeared to be a lot of the attraction to it. But at any rate, we're here to talk music. So let's check out this Radio Silence. Go. I think that's an interesting choice for him to use flams here. Man, sometimes whenever Stealing Shades does vocals, it sounds just like fucking Billy Joel from Green Day, dude. It's crazy.
All I get is the radio silence, tripping to the tune of a narrate siren. Now this is new, but I better be quiet. Hope they never find me, but I'm waiting for a friendly sound. Through the radio silence. Through the interactive violence. I could use a voice to calm me down, but the music still remains. There is something in this dark and low.
That one lead guitar that's just kind of doing kind of an offbeat that's like a dun 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 is it's doing a really neat little thing. I'm not sure if this is a chorusing effect or whatever, but it's kind of ping-ponging back and forth, which is it's a pretty neat little it's just kind of a neat little flourish, subtle.
Slow me down, fills me with new pains. Hit the bullet wounds, it doesn't seem to radiate. Can my screams be heard back to my metal cage? By my lone song, why did I run away? Hello, can anyone hear me through the static waves? All I get is the radio silence, tripping to the tune of a narrate siren. Now this is new, but I better be quiet. Hope they never find me, but I'm waiting for a friendly sound. Through the radio silence. Through the interactive violence.
I don't know about that with sound.
Hello, can you hear me? Can anybody tell me where is my friend? Am I talking clearly? I hope that you're on the other end. All I get is the radio silence, tripping to the tune of a narrate siren. Now this is new, but I better be quiet. Hope they never find me, but I'm waiting for a friendly sound.
Other than this little flourish here at the end with the woo and all that shit, the mostly monotone chorus is actually working out really, really good. It's not big, it's not boisterous, it's all very chill and all very reserved, and it kind of stays on one note mostly. And I think it's pretty neat. It's kind of catchy. It's got some good lyrics to it. It's just, this is all around solid work.
Through the radio silence. Through the interactive violence. Through the radio silence. Through the interactive violence.
A little abrupt on the ending, but that's okay. There was I hate ads. Anyway, what are your thoughts there, Soul Strings? What's up, bud?
I would say it's a little bit ironic that the song is called Radio Silence, because for me, this song sounds like it's of very good quality. It's almost like, what's the word?
Like a radio play type of song?
Yes, like like a song you can hear on the radio when you're just night driving home on an empty highway. Like it's just monotonous, and you're just driving and driving, driving, thinking about random stuff. You're just tired after a long work day, and you hear like this one song that it just goes on and on and on. And like you said, it's kind of monotonous, especially the vocal line, and the song just keeps spinning the same four chords or something like that. It is probably the purpose of this song. Like,
Yes, it was definitely an artistic choice.
Why
for
was
sure.
it made like that?
Yeah.
So yes, it is a big vibe, honestly. I also like that the way he blended the acoustic guitars with the drum cymbals, especially the right cymbal, because like when you hear the crispiness, the noise from the way he's picking the acoustic guitar, it just blends really well with the right cymbal. If you hear if you check out the last chorus, I think this is where it sounds the best. I guess you can hear that the right cymbal on the drums is it's there, but it's almost hidden within the noise coming from the acoustic guitar, and it blends so well and smooth. I like it. I like it a lot.
All right, let's check that out. Are you talking about the ride?
Yep.
Because it sounds like he's riding on the tip of the stick on the bell. I'm pretty sure he's using samples, but that's what it sounds like to me, is that it's a bell ride, or at least a tip ride. And I mean, it's spot on. It blends right in with the guitar. I didn't even notice it at first. That's really neat. And it does. It's kind of over on the right side. That's really solid. I think that the leads, the acoustic guitars are doing enough in the background, and then that there's enough variance in the composition where we're going to have just bass guitar for a while, and then we're going to have this lead guitar for a while, and then we're going to have this other type of passage going on. And then I think that there's enough variance in the composition to keep it interesting, but it does have all the same feel. And just briefly, we can talk about this video really quick. I think that this is a really neat little thing that he put together with the
Audio spectrum.
Yes, yeah. When you got the audio spectrum playing, I think it's pretty neat. The aesthetic choice of like going along with it looks like a Pip-Boy radio. It's just, he did really, really fucking good on this. 585. I can't even believe that shit. That's amazing. This is definitely worth much, much more attention.
Yes, I recall the word. It sounds like a commercial level of production, like almost like. When I said it's one of the songs you could possibly hear on the radio, it basically means that it's the radio level of production. That a song you can hear on any radio station, not in America or just on any niche radio station. It's just a popular song that could be spinned like on any radio station around the globe. It's the commercial level of production.
It's mixed and mastered by L-Train. That's
that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense, because this is seriously like commercial release quality of mixing and mastering. So I'm not doubting Stealing Shade's ability or whatever, but it does make sense that it would be this solid. Just really good all the way around. I think this is I don't know, this might be one of Stealing Shade's best. Even though Stealing Shades is more like a punk rock kind of guy, like a pop rock type of thing, it's really interesting to see him branch out of that type of music and actually like just nail it this fucking hard. Yeah, he did really good. Camelid in chat says, found myself humming along, don't really care for the abrupt ending myself. I think that's an aspect of music that's often overlooked, is exactly how you're going to end it. Like in my own music, I spend a lot of time trying to figure out exactly how I'm going to wrap it up, try to put a nice little bow on it. And it seems like a lot of people just either do like a fade out or it'll just end. Or another really lazy one is just ring out. And I think
the next thing you are supposed to hear after this song is the radio jingle, like, you know, something radio,
Yeah.
and like the way it usually
it's
happens.
your boy Three Dog. Some shit. Jesus Christ, the ads
Yeah.
on this thing.
Also, now that you mentioned like earlier that he is good at who was that? Billy Joe Armstrong from Green Day. You said like
Yeah.
he gave that impression. Let's not forget that Stealing Shades was kind of practicing like voice acting at some point, if I recall correctly. He was making like short videos and on this and that. So he is good at expressions in general, and I think I'm not sure if that was the case here, but maybe he wanted to go for this Green Day vibe, Green Day expression.
Yeah, it's him and a couple other people are like Green Day stans, and Stealing Shades is the one of them that can really pull it off. And I can't remember who the other ones were. It was like Do the Daring Do, Luck Rock, and Stealing Shades, and there was one other one.
Steel Chords, Chord Catcher.
Yes, Steel Chords. That's the guy I'm thinking of. And yeah, they all have like that late '90s, early 2000s punk rock vibe, and I just love it. I love that shit. That shit's nostalgic for me, and this has very Boulevard of Broken Dreams type of vibes to it, and so it's got the nostalgic type of thing. It's just got this song has everything. Like, he did really fucking good on this for sure. Alrighty, let's see. That was Stealing Shades, Radio Silence. We're going to be looking at Crusader, Don't Think Twice, It's Alright, Bob Dylan cover, which I've never heard the original.
Same.
So this is going to be a new one for me. I'm going to come into this dry. And it's going to be Coolio Doodleo. Let's do it. Oh man, the ukulele makes a comeback. We listened to some Crusader songs, I think last stream, that didn't have the ukulele in it, and it's just like, ugh, he's the uke man. Oh, another little nitpick here is does moving the image like this, like making it gyrate on the screen, make it more watchable? I have never understood why people do this. Like they put an image on the screen and then it moves around, and I just don't understand the point. I don't know if it really makes it more watchable if like people are staring at it being like, "Ooh, it's moving." But anyway, moving on.
It ain't no use to sit and wonder why, babe. If you don't know by now. It ain't no use to sit and wonder why, babe. It'll never do somehow. When your rooster crows at the break of dawn, look out your window and I'll be gone. You're the...
It makes it more professional looking, I think. Here's the thing, is that it would be more professional looking if there was more than one image there. Like, it would make it more watchable if, like, we had this image for, like, 5-10 seconds or something like that. And then, you know, with lyrics appearing on the screen like all modern lyric videos seem to. And then it would be, like, you know, moving kind of like in a faux 3D space to a different image and whatever. Even if you moved back and forth from the same, like, maybe 3 or 4 images, that is, you know, the kind of thing that they do. But when it's just like one image by itself, I'm not really sure I understand the point of moving it around. I also don't know how to do that. I don't know if I would though, because like I said, I'm not really too invested in that. Anyway, go.
The reason I'm a traveling on, but don't think twice, it's alright.
You know what I think is really impressive about Crusader's vocals is that whenever he's very reserved and he's singing quietly, he still maintains good control over vibrato and tone. A lot of times if you start to sing with a lot less power and you're trying to be like quiet and reserved, then you'll end up having a lot more issues with that. And I think that he does really, really well on maintaining vibrato and vibrato and tone, even in the quieter, softer notes.
It ain't no use in turning on your light, babe. The light I never knowed. It ain't no use in turning on your light, babe. I'm on the dark side of the road. Still, I wish that there was something you would do or say to try and make me change my mind and stay. But we never did too much talking anyway.
If the channel had an editor, it's possible the editor added that to help justify his paycheck. Small movements like that are easy in applying and it make it look like there's more work than there is. I know I've done paid editing jobs. Well, you know, hey, whatever brings in the cash, fucking go for it. You know what I mean? Small things like that help justify your check. For sure. I got you. I think Crusader does all of his own videos, though. I'm not entirely sure.
Think twice. It's
even, you know, in any case.
all right.
I don't know what fucking instrument this is. Is this like a harmonica or some crazy shit?
I think this is melodica. I think this is what it's called. Because
Melodica?
Yes, it's like a small keyboard with a pipe when you just blow into it and play it at the same time.
That's pretty interesting. Neat.
It ain't no use in calling out my name, gal, like you never done before.
You know what else I like about Crusader is that he just went, like, as soon as the My Little Pony ended, he went full tilt into the furry fandom, and I think that's beautiful. You know what? Because we're all destined for it. Like, it's gonna happen. Like, you're screwed. Like, if you don't think that's gonna happen, and I think it's neat that he was just like, fuck it, and he ran head first into furry fandom. Was just like, I'm a bear now. It's just wonderful. I think it's great.
It ain't no use in calling
He just
out my
embraced it.
Yes, he was just like, I see it coming, we're going for it. I love it.
name, gal. I can't hear you anymore. I'm a thinking and a wandering, walking down the road. I once loved a woman, a child, I'm told. I gave her my heart, but she wanted my soul.
Honestly, the furry fandom is a good backup for anyone in a similar fandom like the MLP fandom. If your fandom ends with a series it was built on, it's very easy to transition. It's a smart business play. True, because there are a lot of suspiciously wealthy furries that are just, are willing to give you money for pretty much anything. Anything better than becoming a weeb. True. We got some truth bombs in chat. Oh my god.
Don't think twice.
Oh shit. All good. Missed Wild Nights past 2 years. Wild Nights, that's the Wild Nights. I want to say is an Oklahoma convention. I've been there a couple of times.
It's all right.
How do you record a ukulele? I wonder, do you need more than one mic?
I'm not entirely sure, but like from my experience, the more mics, the better. But I think with the size of a ukulele, you can just record with one simple condenser microphone, and you'll be fine. I think.
Yeah, I think that this is like if you're recording a ukulele, I'm pretty sure you can position a condenser mic straight over the noise hole, and you'll be fine.
I think you better put it like 1 meter from it to just catch the whole instrument. Just point the microphone directly at the instrument, so it will just catch all of it at the same time. Because if you put the condenser microphone like directly to the hole in the body, it will just catch a lot of humming, low end, and like sounds like that. So
okay.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's kind of because my initial like I would feel like it would be like a recording a guitar where it would be pointed at the actual hole, and it would be maybe like a foot away, and because I don't know, that's just neat. Because I'm getting a lot of sound, like he's got a lot of sound in the right side. Like a lot of the lower end frequencies are in the right side. I can't tell left from right. He's got a lot of lower end frequencies in the left side, and then a lot of the higher up frequencies on the right side. Did I say right again, motherfucker? I meant to say left side has lower frequencies, right side has higher frequencies, and I think it's neat that the frequency band, or the range rather, is split across both channels that way, and which makes me think that he's used two mics to do it. And I it's a really neat sound, especially when you're listening with headphones like this. Wild Nights at Robbers Cave Park? Hell yes. Yeah, I've been there like 3 or 4 times. It's pretty neat.
So long, honey babe, where I'm bound, I can't sell. Goodbye.
You see what I mean? Where I'm saying, because I don't know if I'm going crazy, but I feel like I hear lower frequencies in the left ear and then higher frequencies in the right ear, or maybe it's just kind of what's it called? Maybe it's just kind of panned a little bit to the left and it's giving me some kind of illusion. But it's just, I don't know. It's just so, he puts so much into this kind of stuff. Magic Pink Horse has finally joined the chat. Hello, how you doing?
Is too good a word, babe. So I'll just say fairly well. I ain't saying that you treated me unkind. You could have done better, but I don't mind. You just kinda wasted my precious time. But don't think
purely from a visual standpoint, I think the editing is kind of meh. If I wanted to do a Bob Dylan cover or any kind of artist similar, I'd make the visuals more stylistically appropriate. Well, he's gone pretty low budget on this with a single image. I don't really know much about Bob Dylan, but you know, he's got his small bear with his small ukulele, and then it's just the single image. So yeah, I probably would go a little bit further out to, and yeah, this is much different from what I'm used to hearing on Bob Dylan. Like if I were to, because I haven't listened to Bob Dylan forever. When I think of Bob Dylan, I think of a lot more, you know, a lot bigger than this. This seems kind of, he's small. He's very small, and I think that he's really kind of gone and done his own thing with it for sure. He's really owned it and made his entirely a new thing.
think twice, it's alright.
For this kind of music, I think playthroughs would fit better. Abso-fucking-lutely. Yes, 100%. If you're playing acoustic instruments without a whole lot of effects going on, then I think that it would be a playthrough video would do a lot. The thing is that doing a playthrough video is just kind of a pain in the ass, but yeah. Oh, okay. No, I understand what you're saying. Yeah, Bob Dylan is very folksy, but what I mean is remove the shaking, remove the bottom bar, and add a sepia filter in Vegas. Little things to make it feel more stylistically appropriate. Absolutely, yeah. I understand what you're saying. And I believe, like Soul Strings was saying in chat, that this is kind of like a FL Studio type of thing, where it seems like if anybody uses FL Studio for any reason whatsoever, it seems to be making videos where they put the frequency or the where they put the wave on the screen. And that kind of thing. I don't understand the appeal of that. I don't know if anybody sits here and just like likes to watch that kind of thing, but it's not for me. Hell yes. I love Crusader. He's just precious. He's just such a precious little guy. So that was Crusader on ukulele vocals and the melodica, we presume. Doesn't say anything in here about the instruments used. I don't know. But yeah, that was Crusader. All right.
I don't have much to say about this one, honestly. Well, all I can say here is that last time we checked his half electronic music or something like that, his attempt at electronic stuff, and like we agreed on the fact that electronic music is not his strong side, and here is the type of music where he belongs. Like he feels it. He does did a really good job on this type of music. Acoustic stuff, ukulele, cute vocals, but it's really well produced and well played, and yeah, this is his thing. And another small detail I noticed is that there is some delay on melodica, I guess. It's like slightly echoing, like very, very quietly, like almost indistinguishable in the mix, but it's there, I feel. Like when the melodica solo comes in, there is some echoing sound that like keeps jumping in the panorama. So like from left to right channel, there is something to it. Aside from that, the whole mix still sounds too dry to my taste, but that's Crusader's mixing, yes.
Well, whenever we dove into Crusader's electronic, like his foray into electronic music, he did come at it with a very minimalist approach. And so minimalism translates well into acoustic music, but not so much for electronic music. Electronic music is almost exclusively a medium where it is exclusively for the boisterous and for the very big, the very grandiose, and that kind of thing. And so his minimalist approach to music, it works very, very well in this medium. I think it's wonderful. He did really, really good. Yes, there is a delay for sure. It's a very dry delay that so it's almost imperceptible, but I definitely hear what you're talking about. Okay, so that was Crusader, Don't Think Twice, It's Alright, Bob Dylan cover. We're going to be looking at Negative Øhio, history, or search history repeats itself. Small. It's a small delay for a small bear with a small ukulele. What is a ukulele except for just a very tiny bass guitar? Am I right, boys?
Both have 4 strings after all.
Yes. And that is all. If it has 4 strings, it's a bass guitar. Those are the rules. I don't know why. And if
violins are just small double basses, you know.
Yes, exactly. It's a small bass guitar. All right, we're going to be looking at this Negative Øhio. His search history repeats itself. It's a minute 43, so I assume we've got some kind of grindy shit going on. Let's go. Oh my god, my play button's not working. I have to click it like a loser. I'm glad that the lyrics are on the screen, or I wouldn't know what the hell they're saying. Jesus. This video needs a seizure warning. Sweet weeping Jesus. Yeah, dude. It's well. I think that the guitars are just straight up like cabless. I think that it's just coming out of the head. All those high-end frequencies are very crackly and yeah, very prominent. I guess when you don't have any interesting riffs, the answer is tremolo picking. If you're just switching back and forth between two riffs and you want it to sound fast, just tremolo pick. Am I right, boys? I feel like this is the song my sleep paralysis demon would sing me to mock me while I silently scream internally. Yeah. I don't think it's Guitar Pro. I think that it's just a cabless guitar sound. And we have a really interesting, so this is what's called Speedcore Cyber Grind. Because it's a really interesting choice of drum samples. It sounds like the kind of electronic music samples that you would hear, like that weird kind of 808 bass sounding thing, like a bullshit going on, but then it's also trying to be metal at the same time, which is just a weird juxtaposition.
There's that snare that sounds almost like grindcore, almost like very close to it, but it's muffled and very quiet and not prominent enough for grindcore, but it tries to be metal. Yes.
Yeah, it sounds like the what's it called? It sounds like a muffled marching snare. It's an interesting sound for sure. No, not quite. It's too deep. Well, all right. That was a trip. The vocals, I think, there's just so much processing on the vocals that it's difficult to really kind of pick up any kind of like tone or whatever. It seems like it's just kind of, it sounds to me like it's just static with words assigned to the static. That's just, or maybe it's because it's in a language that I don't understand. I'm glad that you liked it, Gargod. That this is right up your alley of just sheer sonic violence with no semblance of order. But the guitar tone is atrocious. That's kind of my biggest issue. An anti-racist song we wrote for the Norwegian punk compilation Real Punk Rock is not on the radio. Buy the song digitally. Okay.
That's very underground. And I assume it's Norwegian language. I guess from the letters they used and the words they used, I think that's Norwegian. I don't speak Norwegian, but like I think it's Norwegian language. Whatever.
Yeah. I think, I'm pretty sure that all of the shit that I'm complaining about, I mean, it's, you know what? It's neat. It's a neat sound. And it's got a lot of cool stuff on it, but it's not for me an explosion as music. Yes. It's okay. It's not the worst. It's only been up for 8 days. Holy shit. Here, I will support. Then I don't like this guitar tone or the juxtaposition with the drum samples, and I'm not so sure about this one, but I'll keep an eye on it. Maybe they'll get they'll do something a little different that I will like, because it feels like there's a lot of potential here to do something neat with it. But that was Negative Ohio. Search history repeats itself. The official lyrics video in Norwegian, we think. So, we're moving on to... What? Crankubus? Crankubus? Crankubus.
DWK. He's back. He's finally back.
Oh, and he goes by Crankubus?
Now, yes. He's making, I think that's a concept album or something like that. And this is one of his new songs.
Okay. So Crankubus is DWK Reborn. Hell yeah, dude. Let's check this shit out.
Knowledge and time, voltage sublime, provides me the chimes that answer my rhymes of all the questions in time.
Make it real when the steel is cracked. With a single note ring to the bitch is black. Reflection bending up parabola watch. In a tone which is earthy, material to frost. Embrace the fight. She can see it coming, but it's something when they hit you with the taste. The might. It's what you want to keep it sharp, or they get you with the creeping up your fingers, growing, seeping out from ancient scrolling. You enter adventure, attempt to surrender to hook it warily into the clarity beyond apparency. This is the clouds of the bird.
This is like the love child between Rob Zombie and ICP. It's kind of legit. I'm not even going to lie to you.
Joe's get her back, carefully learning and planning, examining everything, commanding an uncanny understanding of the fleshly, terrestrial, and celestial. Continuum of logical to bestial, but only exploring to what you're absorbing according to the senses afforded a simple, physical, tangible mortal. Into the glass and every thought and action is shattered by a prism in eternal refraction. You escape the chains of a mundane blade to walk unrestrained into the archive domain.
Oh my God, I am both amazed and also incredibly disappointed, because like if we were, oh man, there's just so many. I don't know if these are aesthetic choices or like artistic choices that he made on purpose, but if we achieved crunkcore, I don't know about that. That's awesome though. But I feel like if we were to bring up the guitars and we were to have more realistic sounding samples, like this would hit so fucking hard if it was trying less to be a mix of like rap and electronic and that kind of like industrial Rob Zombie type of feel. If we went for more of a metal type of feel, I don't know if these are artistic choices or if these are a lack of production ability or not, to be honest.
As far as I remember, as he wrote on Bandcamp, he wanted to mix rap or hip-hop with doom metal originally.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, doom metal, but like, in my opinion, doom metal is supposed to be slower, much slower. It's not like Funeral Doom, but anyways. But like, he admits that he lacks some production skills, but he's slowly getting better at this, I think.
Because I mean, really? If we brought in, because it's a single tracked guitar, and it's run right through the center, and it's really, really quiet compared to everything. And so if we had double tracked guitars and we were to level them more in line with the drums, I think even these drum samples by themselves would work. But like if we were to really, oh man, it would be so fucking killer. Like I'm hearing it in my head the way I want to. And so anyway, let's keep going for now. Also, no bass guitar VSTs. I have not heard a single bass guitar VST ever in my whole life that didn't just disappoint me exclusively.
When you touch the other side, there are some rules to keep in mind. If you enter as a fool, then you'll be fooled a bit in kind. What goes around, freaks around, and what you see may be reversed. So it may be a thirst, prepare for the worst, but assume the inverse, because there's always a curse. The beast with the gray eyes, cold as night, who sits in the pits twixt black and white, who...
He's got these vocals down so fucking solid, dude. Like, he's got the tone, he's got this aggression, he has like everything. He's got delivery, he's got timing. These vocals are incredibly solid. Oh my god, like I want stems. Like, if I can get stems to make this into a proper metal song, I would jizz in my pants 12 times over again. Jesus Christ.
Fears neither darkness nor the light. It stops all who walk without it fight. Be serene, mind your footing. It's ever looking, go between. Hiding and cunning, quietly running in a dream. New was daunting, illusion haunting. Be the elements unseen.
Now that right there, like this ghoul type of sound, that's very reminiscent of like kind of like the folk metal where the shrieking, and whatever. It's just so, there's so much to like about it. That I'm almost afraid to mess with it. Like, if I were to like take over a project like this, but at the same time, it's just like, there's so much potential that can be unlocked in here. I'm sure of it.
A picture vision or the bow, sailing on a flame to enlighten right now. On an expedition into erudition on your own volition, on a one munition, you will have to center your grip upon the now. Don't let it slip, or you'll be paling at the brightness of your own infinite light. Is heading out in all directions. You're a living intersection at your fingertips. The might of the collective recollection.
The lyrics and storytelling is on the foreground here. The music comes second, at least for now. Okay. This is like, it's like a replacement for the guitar solo or something. Keep flashing back to Dr. Steel may be the choice of effects with precise vocals. I am unfamiliar, but yeah, sure. I don't like the hissing high frequency on cymbals. Sounds like Grendel to me. Not exactly in a bad way, but my ears do enjoy some tinnitus right now.
Where the lesser coalesces in amalgamate face. Kaleidoscopic, isotopic, manifold renditions of a self-hypnotic melody, roaming perfect unity. Sung by a single tongue is one in perpetuity. For you to be a part of this congruity, and now's the opportunity. Sing identity, a eulogy, and euphony, fully written and perfectly fitting and beautifully to the unbroken truth ever bespoken to you and me. Alien words get unveiled and argument to it. The implication wrote immutably. Look and see at what you'll be. Don't you see? There's no you.
God, it's so good. This is so fucking good, dude.
You'll be one of many eyes in infinity. But a stitch in the tapestry, but a note in a rhapsody. Just a bone in anatomy, lacking personal faculty. That's the price of enlightenment, your capacity. This fact is no mendacity, no jest I can attest to its veracity. Deep like that field opacity. Flesh you elastic, never lie in a casket. Is it glory or purgatory? Depends on your view. But be careful what you wish, for what you wish may not be you. You.
The voice and the lyrics carry this so damn hard. I completely agree. Like his vocals, her vocals too. Like just all the vocals are so fucking solid. What's up, boy?
I love you.
Good. Yeah, his vocals, her vocals are so solid. They're just like amazing. There's nothing to not like about the vocals. In the production of things, on the instrumental side, we're having a little. I'm just not so sure about it. I'm pretty sure it would grow on me over time if this is like an aesthetic choice that we're gonna stick to. But there are definitely things that aren't really conforming specifically to my tastes. You remember we were talking earlier about outros. You see how that outro was a completely different thing? It went for a completely different it went for a completely different feel. It had it almost was almost a key change, but it was just it was a completely different thing. It was entirely different. I don't know how else I can say that or what exactly I'm trying to say, but it was it stood out, and it was a nice little bow to put on the end of the song to end it out, to close this epic tale or whatever. And that's what we were talking about in intros. That's the way you got to do it. Geez, there's so much to like about it. There's a lot of issues that I've got with the production, and I think that there's a lot that could be done with that. But Jesus, the vocals are so fucking good. Like, definitely the strong point of both of these people. Thoughts, Soul Strings? Are you still there?
Yeah. Basically, I already said what I wanted in the chat. So
Oh, okay. I got
nothing
you.
much else to add here. Yes.
Alrighty. All right, that was pretty legit. That was Alternity by Crankubus.
Alternity.
What did I say? Alternity?
Yes, you
Alternity.
said Alternity.
Alternity. Okay.
He also has, like I said, he's working on a concept album, and he currently released 3 tracks of it on YouTube. No, wait, not, well, probably on YouTube as well, but like on Bandcamp as one album. And he said like he will be working on it for a while, so he will be just adding songs as he makes them. He'll be adding them on Bandcamp. We'll probably check some of his other stuff later, because I added one of his songs in 2020 section, but like later, one day we'll check it.
Okay.
Eventually.
Alrighty. Lake Jones, I believe, is Stealing Shades. But
Yep.
it's his new.
Correct.
It is his new project that I don't know if I am subscribed, but I haven't rung the bell. This is his debut single. which I do not understand. I don't think Stealing Shades was like so specifically pony, but I don't know. Anyway, let's do this. This Lake Jones Happy Place.
Home is so boring, home is so draining. Where do I go for a change? I just don't like this, I'm acting so lifeless. I think that I'm going insane.
This is a lot different than what he usually does, though. So maybe it's neat that he's doing a different project for it.
Where do I go? What do I do? Forcing a smile on my face. I just want some love and a chance to feel something. Just looking for my happy place. I'm not crazy, I'm just a mess. Looking for help now to relieve all this stress. I'm falling to pieces as my mind starts to spin. Get me out of here so I can begin again. My tires are blown out, I'm stuck in a burnout. Don't know what to do with my life.
I don't think these are samples. I think he recorded these drums, and they sound pretty fucking good. Like that's a pretty good, solid sound for these for this kit. I think that the snare drum is really the voice of the whole kit, and that snare drum sounds pretty freaking good. It's got a nice mellow tone to it. It doesn't have a whole lot of ring. It's just, you know, a nice little thud that just punctuates the 2 and 4. It's pretty neat. It's more country than usual. I don't know if this was really be country. This kind of strikes me as like a Jason Mraz type of shit.
One thought in my mind. I want to be clear, but nobody's here. I cannot be stuck in this state. I'm off to the station on new medication. Well, someday, but I cannot wait. I'm not crazy, I'm just a mess. Looking for help now to relieve all this stress. I'm falling to pieces as my mind starts to spin. Get me out of here so I can begin again.
Well, yeah, the bass drum is a little bit powerful, but I don't know. I think I kind of like it. I think I like that kind of intrusive bass. One thing that he's always done with his bass guitar is always really goofy to me. It's like all of the upper frequencies are completely cut off, and it's just nothing but like, you know, 400 hertz and below. So like all of his bass guitar is just
actually not always. There's one particular song in the 2020 section, Living the Life, from Ponies to Dawn, and the bass guitar there is really, really prominent. He just plays it with a pick, and it has really sharp attack, and it's really loud and prominent in the mix. So this is probably this song. Here the bass sounds like it's the electricity humming or something like that. It's just like...
Yeah.
And it's a little bit too loud to my taste.
The bass?
Maybe it's a stylistic choice. Yes, the bass.
The bass guitar or bass drum?
Oh, yeah, the bass guitar, not the drum.
Yeah,
the bass drum, I think it's fine. I think it just blends really well, the kick.
I think it's fine too. The chat is upset with how loud the bass drum is, but I think it's fine.
I'm not crazy, I'm just a mess. Looking for help now to relieve all this stress. I'm falling to pieces.
Sounds good, but it's kind of overwhelming. Takes me out of the unity of the overall piece. I mean, okay. I mean, all right. I gotcha. I mean, I can get that. It's, you know, but I think it works.
As my mind starts to
and as we all understand, I am right about everything. So
spin, get me out of here so I can begin.
Not upset, lol, just saying it's a little loud for this kind of music. No. You are mad. You are big mad. Super big mad. Oh yeah, the melodica is definitely sampled. That's a keys instrument for sure. Super mad. Oh, so when we were talking about lazy outros, it's so funny that we would listen to a song and I'd just be like, "Oh my god, this is what you need to do." And then we have this lazy outro with the fade, which is okay. And you know what? I think he's got this. No, we need to go back here. No. The body slaps on this guitar is fades out, like not fades out, but it blends in with the drums. I don't know if it goes away, but I can't hear it otherwise. But it sounds like it's the same thing.
It sounds like an additional percussion or like percussive effect that blends with the drums. You know that like when you have the drum set and you have some subtle percussive elements. Sometimes it's the tambourine. Sometimes it's some conga drums or whatever. Sometimes it's the shaker, like in your left channel or something like that. Here it's the percussive thumping on the body of the acoustic guitar that counts as the percussion, and it just adds more to the rhythm section.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I'm not really able to do that. Like, I can't maintain a percussive like rhythm section while also playing the riffs on the guitar. So that I'm pretty impressed. I am really impressed with this song. It has a really chill vibe, and I think it's got a really good production. Like I think that there's. That it's really, really solid. I don't know if I would change much. I think that you know, I can understand where you're coming from when you say the bass guitar is a little overpowering, but at the same time, it's got most of the upper frequencies. It seems cut off and it's very muffled. So I think that it makes for a nice underline to the rhythm, but. That's just me, a man of contradictions, as my therapist said.
I'm not sure if it's just me, but I think his voice sounds a little bit unusual. Maybe he changed his voice because I feel like he's singing with some subtle accent, I guess. I can hear it in the first verse especially. Like he has some different accent, like that sounds a little bit different from his usual singing. Maybe that's just me, I'm not sure.
Home is so boring, home is so draining. Where do I go for a change?
Yeah, and I think I don't know if it's just the delivery of the vocals that are like giving that impression, but I definitely hear what you're talking about. But then again, it seems to be shooting really hard for a Jason Mraz type of thing, and Jason Mraz has an accent, so I don't know. Maybe we're shooting for that kind of thing, or we're just kind of like going for that aesthetic. And as a person who is currently working on an all Spanish EP, I respect it.
Yeah.
Alrighty. We've got 2 more of the 2021 songs. Let us check those out. We're looking at Tom MacDonald. This song that I've heard lots and lots about, but I've never actually heard. All right, it's number 14 trending for music. So I can almost guarantee that this is going to be copyrighted. I'll watch my feed, and if it starts popping up that I'm muted for yes, Tom
If you lie
MacDonald.
to the government, they'll put you in prison. But when they lie to all of us, it's called being a politician. You think taking guns away will save our kids from the killings, but you're pro-choice. Abortion kills way more children. If America's so terrible and racist, it probably isn't safe to encourage immigration. Just saying, all the contradictions are embarrassing. You know who hates America the most? Americans. Trigger warnings used to be on TV for seizures, and now they're everywhere to protect millennials' feelings. He, she, his, him, hers, them, they. Screw a pronoun, cause everyone's a retard these days. I hear him preaching at the protest that hatred's the problem, but hating straight men, white folks, and Christians is common. Coca-Cola telling people they should be less white. They preach intolerance, but if you disagree, they fight. There's a race war here, elections based on fear. Black lives only matter once every 4 years. Soldiers died for this country, and every one of us benefits. Give welfare to the bums and forget about the veterans. Black folks and white folks divided by the news.
What is this beat? Like, it's just, I don't know.
It's a loop. I think it's a loop.
Because it
just goes on and it's just, I don't know.
We're 60 seconds into it, and it just is like a ring out guitar, where it's just like meh, and then I think we have some keys, and then this.
You disagree, they fight. There's a race war here, elections based on fear. Black lives only matter once every 4 years. Soldiers died for this country.
God claps.
And every one of us benefits. Give welfare to the bums and forget about the veterans. Black folks and white folks divided by the news, but we are all the same. We are red, white, and blue. Ashamed to be American? Okay, that's cool. Cause honestly, we are all ashamed of you too.
Y'all are so fake. Oh no.
Was that Blair White? That looks like Blair White.
Oh no, the forecast said that there'd be snowflakes. Whoa, you can make us see it your way. No way, gasoline and propane, more flames. Oh no, no more snowflakes.
I think that is. I wonder if that is Blair White. Like, come on, let me see some credits in here.
Set us up to fail, that's what they built the system for. Put an ammunition shop across the street from a liquor store. Empowering women used to be different than this before. The role models got OnlyFans or dance on a stripper pole. Screw it, I ain't tripping, I don't mean to be mean.
It's just so stupid. I'm trying to just listen to the music. It's so dumb though. Like, I don't know.
But if our children are the future, then our future is bleak. They take an Adderall to focus, hit McDonald's to eat. They're addicted to phones and they take Xanax to sleep. They blurred the lines dividing communism and democracy. In 2021, we paint the patriots as Nazis. The men playing women's sports get trophies for winning. Like, great, let's celebrate a man for beating some women. If you're
the slaughtering goes discourse, yeah.
black, your life matters, you're supposed to embrace it. If you're rich or you're smart, then you're probably Asian. If you're gay, then you're brave, all of that I'm okay with. But if you're white, the stereotype is you are a racist. Blaming capitalism like that's the reason things are tough. While you tweet from an iPhone and sip on a Starbucks. You're supporting what you stand against, you don't think you are, but a Percocet addict don't donate money to pharma. Damn dog, we're all afraid to speak the truth. And the more afraid we get, the more we hate the ones who do.
I don't know is this normal for hip hop songs to just be the exact same beat over and over again, just on a loop? Because we've gone through, we're at 2 minutes now, and it sounds like with the first 60 seconds on the instrumental is exactly the, well, I say instrumental, very liberal interpretation there. Okay, it's normal. The chat says it's normal, so I guess that's not a complaint I can have there.
You're ashamed to be American? Okay, that's cool. Cause honestly, we are all ashamed of you too.
Y'all are so fake. Oh no, the forecast said that there'd be snowflakes. Whoa, you can make us see it your way. No way, gasoline and propane, more flames. Oh no, no more snowflakes.
We can all get along, but there's no stopping. Ay, everybody's wrong, that's the real problem. Ay, they don't want to hear it, but they still talking. Ay, soon enough, we running out of options. Ay, this ain't gonna end till it's in the coffin. Ay, we ain't gonna be friends till we try to squash it. Ay, I don't know how we can make amends or we drop it. Snowflakes melt when it's hot, kid.
Y'all are so fake. Oh no, the forecast said that there'd be snowflakes.
I'm just imagining like filming this, you build your little set and then just I don't know, it's just silly to me.
Then this happens.
Oh shit. What happened?
Whoa, you can make us see it your way. No way, gasoline and propane, more flames. Oh no, no more snowflakes.
Oh no, run away. He's like, I'm so canceled. I've got almost 7 million views on this video. I'm being silenced or something. I don't know. It's just the stupidest fucking shit. But even then, I don't know. It's just so, I don't know. This is why
CERN?
I don't. No, this is why I don't listen to hip hop, because it's 3 minutes. It's almost 4 minutes long, and we've got 4 minutes of the same sound over and over and over again, and then it just kind of, I don't know. I guess the underlying, like what you're supposed to be listening to, is the lyrical value of it, I guess.
Video, enjoy the show.
Yeah, I don't know. It just it's like I don't know, because whenever I listen to smaller creators like Rubber or something, we get more variance. You know, we have like we've got more shit going on. We have more variance in the composition, but this is like, it plays the exact same drum beat from start to finish, and then it just kind of goes into like a chorus, but the chorus is the exact same drum beat with the exact same sounds, except now we've layered 17 vocal tracks to I don't know, I just don't get it. I don't know, something.
You know what? There is one chord in this song. One single chord. Can you find it?
the guitar, that
we are all ashamed.
where it just kind of, you know, does the one
Just
guitar
based on
sound.
fear, black lives only matter once every 4 years. Soldiers died for this country and every one of us benefits. Give welfare to the bums and forget about the veterans. Black folks and white folks divided by the news, but we are all the same. We are red, white, and blue. Ashamed to be American? Okay, that's cool. Cause honestly, we are all ashamed of you too. Y'all are.
Wait. What the fuck does this mean?
Hey, that's cool. Cause honestly, we are all.
You're ashamed to be American. We're ashamed of you too. Are we? Wait. Is he ashamed? Is he ashamed that he? I don't know what the fuck he's trying to say. It's just so stupid. But I don't know. Okay, I think that vocally,
Ashamed of you too.
this layer is actually pretty neat. I think that the chorus is actually pretty cool.
Oh no, the forecast said that there'd be snowflakes. What?
Where we have, he's got different vocal tracks for all of the different frequency ranges, and it sounds almost like kind of like a shooting for an acapella, but it's underlined with you know, that same ass drum beat that we've been hearing for the last.
Still one single chord, and the bass is playing one single note. All of a sudden. That's all it does. It just.
Yeah, it's a pretty boring song compositionally in that way. I'm struggling to find something I like about it. So I would say that the chorus is actually is compositionally pretty solid, and then I think that the vocal delivery is pretty good. I think that you know, that's pretty good. Other than that, I don't know. This is why I don't listen to hip hop. I think it's just garbage.
True that. Hey,
Alrighty.
Slaughter.
Who's here? Howdly doodly,
Yeah,
Gryphon.
You don't remember my voice.
No.
I see how it is.
No, I didn't remember your voice. But
That's fine.
it's
His song is
interesting.
next.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's interesting that you would join us just now, because we are just about to slaughter your song that I was in.
What?
The I Hypocrite song.
Oh, holy shit.
Yeah, we were just about to listen to that one. If you're watching on the thingamajig. Look, this is why I like Burning Gryphon though, because anytime he does a collab, it's like literally everyone that ever does metal ever is going to be on this song, you know, because we got.
Yeah, I mean, I have that Mick Gordon vibe that gotta have pretty much everyone. You know how he made like a fucking a metal choir where he invited like 50 people or something like that,
Yeah.
and they all made a huge like metal chorus. all made up of all like screaming. Well, there was one guy who did Mongolian throat singing, which I really like, honestly, and I want to learn that.
I gotcha. Alrighty. This is I Hypocrite by Burning Gryphon. Now, be forewarned, it's loud. The way that it seems like he does his tracks, if you look at the wave, it's a solid block. He really took to the advice of if you're not redlining you're not headlining. This is so it's for real for sure. Let's go. Oh my god, my fucking play button. Go. It is kind of neat the way he layered this. It does sound like a chorus, as he was saying, because like Blackened Blue, no, not Blackened Blue, like Bree.
Blackened is also there.
Yes, I know he's there, but like Bree, Prince Whatever, MCP, Slightly Amiss, all of their vocals are very like higher up, you know, more in the higher ranges. And then there's Blackened Blue and me, and we're both like on the lower end of things, where we're like into the more gutturals. Well, Blackened Blue is more of a mids type of person, but yeah, that's the only reason why you can.
Screaming there, and like only the beginning and the ending scream. I'm there because that's the only thing I can do right now.
Yeah. Stallion's laughter, yes. Language. Watch your profanity. Are those Get Good drums?
Yeah.
Yeah, Superior. The Superior. No, not Superior drums.
No, those are GGD Modern and Massive pack for Contact.
Yeah, I gotcha. Fuck yeah. These,
I mean,
they
on their own, they sound pretty. They sound all right. Still need some mixing. They're not like mix ready drums. I still applied some of my own mixing that I figured out on my own through pain and error, trial and error.
I think it's interesting. One choice that I think is pretty fucking interesting about this. Yeah, this is a Christian stream. I'm sorry, but the the one weird thing about this song is that it's like when we go from what's it called? Whenever we go from verse to chorus back and forth, it's strange how it goes through tempo changes through each of these passages. That's a really interesting thingamajig.
I love to do that. I love tempo changes. You know, gotta go all progressive metal.
Mm-hmm. This font also spaces out your words strange, and I noticed that this font.
It's a weird free font. I never managed to get some good fonts because I don't have as much money.
No,
and I'm
understand.
shit at editing videos, so.
I like
exactly my strong suit.
It's it's neat. Then there's no apostrophe with this font, and so it's just there's a little line.
There isn't.
I just leave that kind of shit out. I don't put commas, or any of that shit in any of my videos, because of shit like that.
We're trying to go for as much metal, I guess, font as possible.
I gotcha. It's pretty neat. I like the 3D type of what the fuck is it called? Type of panning going on. That's pretty neat. Hey, I recognize that
videos
font.
as much as Prince does, as good as Prince, whatever does. Probably never.
Yeah, this font right here is called Xanaz with an X. It's with a Z. Z-A-N-A-Z. And yeah, you can go download that shit easy as fuck.
The other fonts I have downloaded, I've tried using them, but they have, instead of spaces, when you press spacebar, it says copyright free something do not use or something like that. And I'm like, okay, I guess I'm not gonna use that font.
Yeah, I got you.
It was a really good font though, and shame I had to, basically like discard it.
I got you. The vocals, there's a lot of vocals going on, and so I understand why you would make them so loud, but the vocals are extremely loud compared to the rest of the mix. It might also be the compression. Like, this mix is incredibly compressed. It's like I said. It is.
I go ham on compression.
Yeah, and it squishes everything together to where the vocals are masking a lot of what's going on. The guitar riffs tend to, like, it seems like the drums are occupying, or the drums and the bass are occupying so much of the lower frequencies, and when you overcompress the track, then the only frequencies that come out on the guitars are the upper frequencies, and so you'll end up with this kind of this fizz, and so the riffs aren't as what's the word I'm looking for? They're not as intelligible, and so it's difficult to understand.
Not as meaty, yeah.
Yeah, and so it's difficult to understand the actual notes being played or whatever. Not that they're super important for this style of metal, but it's just kind of like all over the place in terms of that. And then the vocals, I understand we have lots of vocal tracks going on, but like I said, the overcompression is causing the vocals to squish down everything else. And so, like, in this chorus, it seems like it's almost as if the only thing playing is vocals, because they're extremely overpowered, especially when everybody is all going at the same time.
I've seen all you've done, and all that you've caused. The pain, the agony. All for what? You get yours, assholes.
Yeah. I mean, it's a neat riff though. That kind of like half, half open, half like pinch harmonic going on. It's a neat riff, and I think it's a neat song. I'm just having. Does it say Ryan?
Too much compression.
Yeah, I would say it's a little bit over compressed. I don't think that the massive amount of compression really works with the guitar tone that we had going on, and that there's, you know, I appreciate the aesthetic of having like 14 vocalists going all at the same time, but if I were to have done it, I think I would have picked a lead vocalist, or like whatever. What the fuck am I trying to say? Whatever vocalist was the strongest during the chorus. Like if, for instance, if it was Black and Blue that was the lead for the chorus, or even just the first chorus, there could have been a different lead for the next chorus. It should have been like Black and Blue for the first chorus as lead, and he's running down the center, and then like Prince Whatever and MCP running in the left and right speakers for backups, and then we could get, I don't know, Slightly Amiss and Stallion Slaughter or me, you know, doing gutturals in the speakers or in different sides, or just panning it differently to where it's more of a wider feel and not all the vocals are running all in the same channel all at the same time. I think that would improve a lot because there's just, it's perfect, you know. Yeah, Stallion who? Pff, what a loser. But no, if you have like Black and Blue and Bree,
it's like people saying "Who Master," like "Who
Yeah.
Master," "Who Master."
Who Master, yeah. So, but other than that, I mean, it's a neat song. Chugga Chugga Oh Whoa. It's a neat song, and I like it. And I think it's got a neat composition. And I think that it's pretty cool. That the tempo changes that go from each part. It's pretty neat. OMG! It's Prince Whatever. Yes,
What?
that's the meme. It's Prince Whatever.
Oh yeah, he's like, I'm like, hey, can you scream? And he's like, sure. I was like,
Yeah.
oh god, you also scream? I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Alrighty.
Really often nowadays.
every time I've heard screaming in a song, I always assumed it was Energy Pony.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, all right then. That was Burning Gryphon. I Hypocrite.
What?
Amogus.
I'm a
Amogus.
Spurg.
How much time do you have? Like you said, you wanted to stream like shorter this time for like an
Yeah.
hour or 2 hours. Like, how much time do you have? Because I remember J Doggone asked if we could check out 3 of his older songs, like not his, but like the songs he submitted from 2019 and 2018, like 3 songs in a row. He wanted those 3 to be in one stream. If that's possible.
Okay, yeah, we could do all 3 of those.
Yeah,
Is
but
it,
I marked them as
bold?
bold.
I got
Yep.
you. All right. Well, hey, also, Gryphon, it was nice having you on while we were slaughtering your song, but feel free to join the chat, but this is going to be a me and Soul Strings as we go over J-Dog songs, okay?
All right.
All right, love you.
No, I love you more. Shut up.
All right, bye, bud.
Bye.
All right, let's see here. Okay, we're going to be checking out, it's called Carnographer, Clitoral Carnage. We'll put that over. No. Not
He
yet.
said that's the local stuff, so
Oh,
that's why
okay.
it's worth checking out. I think he
You know
said
what?
that.
We have a Bandcamp link, and then Galactic Genocide. And he said, "Oh, I got you." So local stuff, meaning around Oklahoma, because he's one of the Oklahoma homies. And so we'll check this out. All right, first one is the Carnographer Clitoral Carnage official music video. Jesus, only 103 subs. Well, I'm gonna have to, bump that shit up. All right. It is not playing the right video. I just realized. We will come back to this one. We're playing this one.
Good evening. Tonight's top story are the 3 missing girls from Clay County. 27-year-old Elise Edwards, 29-year-old Gloria Isabella, and 27-year-old Bethany Badgers. State police and local sheriff's departments have no leads.
Yeah, Jim Kirk. Yeah, if he was,
No clues.
they're definitely not actors. Straight out of the gate, if he was on an actual news station, he would get eaten alive.
No
So-
information whatsoever to the disappearance of these 3 missing women. For now, police are asking
He is so convincing.
everyone to be on alerts. Officials are urging women to not walk alone at night. If you have any information to the whereabouts of these 3 women, please contact your local law enforcement.
I feel like this is a start to an adult movie. Yeah. Like we were going to transition from that to, I have the 3 girls and they're actually staying with me voluntarily because I've got the biggest, fattest dick or some shit. But anyway, go ahead. Okay, the riff was kind of cool to begin with, and now we're kind of doing the same thing over and over. Who does this? Hang on. Who does that? Oh, shit. Who lights your candles like this? Does anyone do this? Is it not a common...
use matches?
Yes.
I use matches. I don't know.
Yeah, is it not a common household item to have one of those matches that's like 6 inches long?
I don't have the short ones.
Yeah, I don't light my candles with a little sideways lighter like that. That's weird. Okay. That's the weirdest part of this, not the implication that she's going to get kidnapped and raped and killed or anything. That the way he's lighting his candle, that's the real problem here. Yeah, it's been 2 straight minutes of like more or less the same.
It's new. I'm sorry, that acting like that just killed me. Just like,
Yeah, it would have been best.
on the couch. It's just hilarious. Acting.
It probably would have been best to have one of those jump cuts where like you see the hammer come up into the air and then it is swung off screen and then you just like then it will jump cut to just like blood splattering on the wall or something like that, and then it will cut again to the actor falling on the ground with just like fake blood everywhere or whatever. That probably would have been better than that. It's so silly. I didn't even see the part where she just kind of goes, "Oh."
It's like she just recalled she needed to get some sleep. Like, oh, I need sleep.
Yeah. You know what? I'm talking a lot of shit, but I'm totally just like it's what's it called? I appreciate the effort that they've put into this. So finally, we've got some two-step. We have something different going on, but we're well over halfway through the song. And so I don't know if that's enough. It's just a weird composition for me. See, like, this part's good. If the whole song had been like this, then it would have been a totally different thing. Not a huge fan of these vocals either. Whenever it's just straight gutturals or just like the pipe, then I don't know. I'm not really a fan of that stuff. I think I like a little bit more. Even if it's mostly just gutturals, at least have some kind of like ups or downs or mids or anything like that. Yes, they're pretty much... Gargot in chat says, here's blast beats, add to liked videos. That's pretty much how I work.
Classic Gargot.
Okay, go ahead.
Classic Gargot, yes. I want to say about the vocals, like, I'm not sure if, I can tell what's the problem with these gutturals for me. It's like, I expected more from them. I expected more from this vocalist. He looks like big, hairy, manly dude. Like, he surely had to do some really, really deep gutturals, but then it just lacks something. It only provides like an overtone of the gutturals, if that makes sense. And I feel like he could hold those growls for longer than he does. Like, he just starts like, and then just stops abruptly. Like, why can't he just hold this growl for like, I don't know, 20 seconds straight? I don't know. It just lacks something for me, and I can't quite explain what I don't like about these vocals.
I think it's the lack of like a fray. There's not a it seems to be just kind of a straightforward growl. It's not like any kind of like death vocals or whatever. It's not like a type of guttural. It's more like a where you're not really taking the air and crushing it to produce like a guttural sound or anything like it. It sounds just straight up like, you know. Yes, it's uwu vocals. It's so yeah, I'm on the same page with the vocals here. Well, that was cool. We allowed the bass guitar to have its moment right then. Unfortunately, it was playing the exact same little lick that we've heard 15 times already. That was a pretty neat little outro where all the different instruments traded things like that. But yeah, not for me, bud. Shit. When we're talking about vocals or even the guitar tone is a little too raspy for my taste. Not raspy is not the word I'm looking for, but there's too much of the high end frequencies going on. And then it's like, what is that meme? The honey I scooped the mids.
Yes.
It's
Bose metal's own pedal.
Yeah, it's I don't know. The guitar tone isn't really for me. I think that bass guitar sounds pretty good. And then but the drums are also really, really dry. And So compositionally, on the production side of things, on there's just I'm not so sure this is for me. This doesn't really work for me. Any thoughts?
That acting though, that acting, that one single moment in the video that makes it so worth it. Like
yeah.
I was watching and I was just, okay, this is boring. All right, whatever. Next, and then she just falls on the couch and just bursts into laughter.
Oh, did I miss it? I love it. I think
This
it's
is pretty funny.
it's great. I love it. It's not super for me, but I'll have to keep my eye on them. There's a lot here that can be turned into something good eventually.
Magic Bean Horse said, just the sleeping pills kicking in.
Yeah.
Very sudden effect.
Oh damn, that's their latest. That sucks. They don't really have a whole lot going on. Okay, well, yeah, they went all out with that one. Man, all out with that? All right. Okay, so we're going to be moving on to at Draco Rosa. At Draco Rosa by... Oh, God. I swear, metal is... Oh, wait, no, not Oklahoma boys. I'm
I don't know how it's pronounced.
Berith. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
No, I'm a fucking idiot. I forget. J-Dog is from Omaha. So when he says local, he's talking about Nebraska. I thought he was talking about local as in, like, my area for some reason. So I'm pretty sure that other band is from Omaha as well. Anyway, Omaha's seems to have, like, a pretty solid metal crowd. That's pretty neat. But anyway, let's check out this this song right here.
Wow, that's loud. That's loud. I already like it though. Oh, you forgot to turn on your mic.
Oh, that's my... I was just turning it down because it was super giant loud. You can always tell when a mix was mixed by a guitarist. You can... Because, Jesus Christ, there's a lot of guitar and not a whole lot of anything else. It's so good though. Like the guitar riffs are really good. You know, a mix of of chugging and tremolo picking, and also some cool licks. Just all mixed together. I mean, it's good. It's solid riffage. It's just way too fucking loud. Holy shit!
I can't really tell what's going on. Like especially this riff, like this one that is playing right now. The guitar sounds like there is an octaver pedal or something like that, because it sounds like there is something that sounds lower than the guitar tone. It might be the bass that just plays the same parts as the guitar. I can hear the bass actually. It's audible in the mix, but like it feels like the guitars use some effects or pedals, or maybe it's just really low tuning and something like that. But the guitar tone sounds really deep and low, and I'm not entirely sure what that is. It's interesting, but like, what's going on? I'm confused.
I think that the tone is way too bright to be this loud. For it to be that loud, like it's just got way too much high end frequency going on. I think it's just over compressed. I think that the what the fuck is it called? The distortion is turned up so high that it's compressed it down to where all the low frequencies are really being pushed hard, or something. It just sounds way too distorted. I don't know of anybody that actually turns their distortion literally all the way up, except for like
11 out of 10. Literally.
Because when you have double track guitars, it can really get out of control very fast, and so
too much dirt and not enough clarity.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the it's just coming off very fuzzy. Exactly. Now vocally, I think that he's doing really solid. I think he's got a pretty good guttural, right? Kind of down in the mid range, and then these shrieks are amazing. They're like really good shrieks.
Hold on. Did I just hear some symphonic elements, or just, I don't know, it was probably a cello or something like that? Because it sounded like there was like a strong strumming, like you grab the bow and like a boom, boom.
Mm-hmm. It sounded like
It sounded like a cello or something like that to me. It was a good orchestral underlying to that riff. I like that part.
Gargod says that it sounds like a soul string.
No. Nice meme.
Nice meme. I hear what you're talking about. It sounds, I don't know if it's like a full orchestra or orchestral, but it sounds like keys to me.
Could be. I highly doubt they hired an orchestra or if they had like several session musicians, especially classical musicians, like a string quartet or I don't know, whatever. So that's probably the keys or the samples. And it's still an interesting detail to the song, I guess. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I just like when I'm saying these guitars are too fucking loud, I don't hear the bass drum at all. All I hear is kind of the hiss of cymbals on the very fringes of the mix, but also, and then all I hear is snare drum. I don't even hear bass drum even at all. Go ahead.
And occasional toms like drum fills.
Mm-hmm.
There is about the kick. I don't hear the thump, but I hear the click occasionally, like high frequencies of the kick drum, but there is no low end whatsoever. It's just blurred and like put deep into the background by those guitars.
Mm-hmm. There's the keys. We've got keys now.
I hear it.
I fucking hate this guitar tone. This guitar tone is such ass on the ears. Like, it just sounds like just pure shit being like just squeezed into my brain pan. I hate this guitar tone.
Controlled shit, I would say.
Yeah.
Like you said, the more distortion you get, like the more distortion you add to your guitars, the less control you have over your guitar tone and the articulation. This is the definition of total lack of control and chaos, chaotic, shitty guitar tone, uncombed, fuzzy, and uncontrolled.
Yeah. The problem that I'm like, well, yeah, that's also the problem that I have. Like, I get I get the majority of my distortion out of my head going into the cabinet. Like, whenever I use a distortion pedal, or just I honestly don't ever really use distortion pedal. I might have like an overdrive that I'll just kind of maybe have like on 1 or 2 or something like that. Like, my overdrive is very reserved, and I get the majority of my distortion out of the head going into the cabinet, and overdrive it from there, or like just like max out gain or something like that. But whenever you go from the distortion pedal and you crank that bitch all the way up, then you get this. So it might not be so bad if the guitars weren't literally the loudest thing on the entire mix. What is this bass guitar doing?
Moment of appreciation for that tiny bass solo that it was still kind of drowned in the mix by the guitars, but it sounded alright. But of course, I would have made it louder indeed, because it's a fucking solo. Come on, like,
yeah,
like, it doesn't matter what instrument you play your solo on. If you play solo, everyone must just shut the fuck up and let you play, let you do your thing. You're the soloist here.
Yeah.
It's your spotlight. Go on, go ahead. Tell everyone, shut the fuck up, I play the bass solo. Yep.
I think that solo is garbage. I think it's just kind of meanders, and it doesn't seem to follow any kind of like central harmony, or like even it just seems kind of atonal. That like, here's a lick that kind of sounds cool. It just sounds so out of place, and so.
But I do hear some sense in that.
Mm-hmm.
Melodically and harmonically.
Do what?
So. Melodically and harmonically, so there is like the guitars are playing the chords and the bass is following that harmony, that chord, and he's just playing a lot of notes that aren't very pronounced in the mix because the guitars are so fucking loud. I'm pretty sure if it would be mixed better, and if the guitarist would just shut the fuck up for a single minute and let the bass player do his own thing, then the solo would sound more prominent and it would make more sense in general. But
you know what would be so bass?
As much as this mix goes, I think that's the loudest the bass guitar could be in this mix, considering the guitarist was the mixing engineer.
Yeah. You can always tell. But like, it would be so based if on the note changes, instead of having the guitars ring out, if it was just like more staccato, if it was just all like a bam, 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 like that would be based as fuck. But they didn't do that, so that sucks. because the guitars are so loud, that pause and impact was just like, it was nothing. It was nothing. The drums are like the main factor in leading to a very solid impact, and when you don't have the bass drum really carrying any lower frequency at all, you end up with just kind of like a, oh wait, it stopped, oh okay, we're going again, and there's no huge impact. Yeah, that was not for me. It definitely kind of, I don't know if it got any better. It seemed to fall off the rails as it went on. It started out bad and then it just got worse. So I don't know about this one.
I honestly like the riffs. Like, some riffs were pretty nice, and that moment somewhere in the beginning, perhaps like 1 or 2 minutes into the song, when there were the keys that sounded like the cello or some orchestral stuff. Some good moments in that track. Yes, they were nice, pretty nice. The rest of it, not so much.
Yeah, I think that the riffs and licks were good, but the rest of it just didn't come together for me. Let's see here. Magic Pink Horse says, everything can be an artistic choice, but sometimes stuff just sounds too noisy and it doesn't really help to convey anything more off-putting rather than intricate or unique. Whenever people are making noises where it's literally just noisecore, where all you're doing is trying to make noise, like, you can tell when that is the purpose, like when that is the exact mood that they're going for. And I don't think that is what these people were going for. I think that they just are inexperienced. Do they have newer stuff? Let's see if they have newer stuff.
Nope.
Oh, that's it.
Apparently not. I guess.
All right. Well, that's everything then. Okay.
I take a look in the Meadow archives later. Yeah, just go ahead. Check it.
Okay. So, we're going to be checking out Xenophonic Galactic Genocide. Is this a topic? No, they just have 23 subs. Noise is harder to make, and yeah, you can hear when it's intended to be noise and when it's not an accident. Absolutely. Okay, let's check this out. It is Xenophobic Galactic Genocide. Go. You guys know the drill. They played a blast beat. This is a really cool video. This is a really good mix. The bass guitar isn't overwhelming, but you can, I mean, like, it's so, like, there. Like, you can really hear the bass guitar pretty, what's the fucking word I'm looking for? Pretty prominently. You can definitely isolate it if you just like really pay attention to it. It's a pretty interesting choice to put like the main rhythm guitar is in the right speaker, and then it sounds like we have a synth in the left speaker. That's a really interesting choice, but it sounds really cool so far. And then this drummer is phenomenal. He's very fast, does these blast beats, and goes between a 4 on the floor to a blast beat back and forth pretty solidly. And then this vocalist is pretty amazing too. He's got some solid gutturals and some good shrieks going on. Just there's nothing not to like about everything about this so far. It's just interesting. There's just some interesting choices in here. Let's go. Dude, are you listening to this?
Hold on. I think that synth or whatever it was, like the buzzing sound, I think that's a bass effect, like a fuzz pedal or something like that. But it's like a synthesizer, like bass synthesizing effect pedal. I don't know, because like when the bass is playing like while tapping stuff or something like that, or I don't know, rakes or what was that word, like almost sweeps? I'm sure that's probably just space tapping. It just sounds identical to the synth part, and I'm not sure if it's the same instrument playing, like the bass playing through a synth pedal, or it's just that the bass parts are identical to the synth part.
Because these sweeps are like a I don't know. It's probably tapping. You're probably right. They're out of control. They're just like really going after it. Like they're man, that's really, really good. That bass line is super busy, more busy than usual, and it's also just coming out so clearly in the mix. It's just really good. Holy shit!
I think they used a synth to underline this bass part. Like the synth makes this bass line sound more prominent in the mix. Plus, it might be just their thing that they added that synth. In general, that just might be a stylistic choice.
I gotcha. Oh yeah, he's tapping. You can see it on the video. Okay, so the guitars are doing something really weird, where the guitar in the right speaker is playing these up and down sweeps really solidly, and it sounds like the left guitar is like doing the same sweep but shitty. It's really strange. That's not a sweep, but the point I'm getting at is that it's just weird that they don't sound the same. They like the left guitar and the right guitar are I mean, they're playing generally the same thing, but they're very distinct. Like there's this huge difference between what's going on. So it's not like there was a synth in the left speaker and a guitar in the right. It's just that they're just playing two very distinct parts, and it's pretty amazing.
Do you see that in the video that the guitarist he's playing a left-handed guitar?
Oh, he's a lefty.
First I thought that was just a mirrored video, but now I think it's. Oh wait, never mind. It's it's a mirrored video. Like the logo is backwards. So yeah.
Okay.
It's probably just a video.
I got you. I love how the bass guitar carried the carried all of the instruments into this riff. That's really during the solo. This was what the bass guitar was playing, and then everybody picked up on that, and now we carried us into this part. That is so fucking cool. That is definitely a bassed guitar. Also, I want to point out really quick, this is a superior cymbal to the China. The China is a good cymbal and everything, but this one right here in the foreground, the one with the holes in it, yes, that is a superior cymbal to the China.
Is that the splash cymbal?
No, this is an ozone. They call it an ozone crash. Where it's got holes cut out in it. It has the same tone. It's got the same tone as a China, but it has a longer decay. So, you know, on a China where it's like psh, with an ozone, it's the same tone, but it carries like a crash.
It resonates for longer.
Yes.
Yeah,
so it's like a China that resonates for longer, and it sounds so fucking sweet. I have a set of Sabian B8 of 4 cymbals where it's a 16-inch crash, a 16-inch ozone, a 14-inch hi-hat, and then a 20-inch ride. And the man, that freaking ozone changed my life. That thing is fucking amazing. It's one of the most amazing cymbals ever made, for sure. And I see them everywhere now, but not when I was playing drums a lot. They were kind of expensive. You hear that it's kind of like a China right here where he's riding on it. It sounds like a China, but it's more of a solid sound. It doesn't decay so fast. It's not a very staccato sound. It's pretty fucking neat. I love it. So good.
Okay.
So very
How
good.
many subs do they have?
Like 20.
20?
23.
Damn.
That bass, that the that bassist is really carrying a lot of this. But I think it's neat, man. Like this is almost like it sounds so good, like this is the way it would sound as if you were standing in front of them, listening to them play it live, because like the both guitars have a distinct difference in tone. Like for the most part, like when I record music, even though whenever I was recording with my band, that is, even though we had even though one guitar was using a Behringer cabinet and the other one was using a Marshall, whenever we recorded, both guitars used a Marshall so that we would get the best match for the tone in the recording. And it sounds like these guys did not do that shit. Like whatever stack this guy's using, that's going to be the left speaker, and whatever stack the other guy's using, that's the right speaker, because both guitars have they don't match. They have a what's it called? It's got a distinct tone on either side. Both guitars, that's pretty fucking neat. And then the bass guitar is just so solid. Very, very busy track. And man, that's good. This is good shit right here. Xenophonic. Galactic Genocide. Is that all they've got? I wonder if they have more. No, they have a new one. Live at Xenofest. These are a couple of years old.
They have a fest in their name?
Live at Xenofest. I wonder what that is.
Oh, that's a different song.
Yeah. This guy looks like the dude from that first video we checked out from the Omaha guys.
Yes. I wonder if it's the same guy.
I wonder if it is. Oh my God, Walter
There's
White.
a chance of that. There's a chance of that because, like, if the bands are local, there is a chance they just plays in several bands. That's possible.
And then they just
Might check that on Metal Archives later. It's unavailable where I am now, so I will have to switch to VPN to open Metal Archives later. Sucks to be here sometimes. Yeah. I will just check the lineup and see if the name is the same. Something like that.
They didn't get any footage of the bassist? What the fuck?
See him. By the way, it's 2019 video, and the vocalist is wearing a mask. Before it was cool.
Oh wait, hold on. I didn't even notice. Yeah, dude, he started
First
the
I
trend.
thought like okay, gigs, yes, I get it. Like I get it. It's the pandemic, and I was like, then, like, wait, 2019? What the?
Wait. Is that bassist? No? Wait, yeah, it is.
Yes. No? I think that's him.
Yes, that's the bassist right here. So there is... So maybe that was the thing. Maybe because it looks like it's a 4-piece band. So we're not hearing a synth. We're hearing the bass guitar appears to be playing 2 tracks at the same time. Or maybe I'm just stupid. Because I thought I saw 2 guitarists, but it looks like it's a 4-piece band, and he's just using like a heavy distortion pedal on his bass guitar.
No, that's clearly a guitar, and that's a different dude.
Okay, so it is a 5-piece. I'm just stupid. I know I have seen bands do that before, where there's a 2-piece band that does where he plays the bass guitar and the regular guitar at the same time while doing vocals, and then the drummer does vocals, and then he plays the guitar and the bass guitar at the same time, where he has 2. I want to say he's got 2 outputs on his guitar, so and he's got like he's got some weird, crazy setup on his guitar to where it's got bass strings and higher strings that he can play at the same time, and so and then he routes them to two different speakers and plays literally both at the same time, and it's some crazy setup, and I cannot remember the name of this band, but they're from the UK.
Okay. Sounds wild.
It is. It's crazy, but they're very, very good. These two dudes. But anyway, it is past 3:00. I have a conversation that I set up with somebody that I'm going to do at around 4. And I am probably got to go, figure out something to go feed the boy.
God asked for one more song, if that's possible.
Who is it?
God asked for one more song, if possible.
Yeah,
if
yeah.
it's possible.
Yeah, we can do one more.
From 2019, it's C.A.R.N.E. C.A.R.N.E. Natural Burn Big Tits.
All right, let's check it out.
I think he asked for this one. Let me just scroll the chat. Yes, he asked for this one, I guess.
All right, Gargod, we're gonna check this out for you, just for you, my little sussy imposter, Amogus. C.A.R.N.E. Natural Burn Big Tits. Viva el Grind. Going all out on the video here.
Este es el clímax de la mente del ser humano convirtiéndose en animal. La zoofilia, la pedofilia, la necrofilia, la coprofilia, la sangre, la pornografía, el placer del dolor, el sadomasoquismo y el pornodor. Esta se llama Natural Born Big Tits. Buenas noches. Nosotros somos carne.
I love it. I've never seen anyone in my entire life mosh with beer. Like, it's going everywhere.
Splashes.
I love it.
Splashes out of the glass. That's a party song.
Yeah.
Wait, is that a zebra fursuit?
Oh,
Wait.
it looks like a onesie. Yeah, it's like a hoodie or something.
Okay.
It's like a very bouncy grind song, with where it's kind of got the the 2-step with the 4 with the do. I like it's good. It's good. Go ahead.
That dude in red shirt. I think he just wants to spill his beer on everyone. Like, come on. Let me just. Come on, I will get you. And it's just get some beer. And like, you're next. Something like that. Why does he do that? I don't know. I mean, it seems like he wants to mosh really hard, but he doesn't want to like stand his beer bottle on.
Yeah, he doesn't want to put it down.
Anywhere, like, yeah.
Man, it's such a small room. It's interesting that they have this little bitty circle pit going. It's great.
It's a party song.
Yeah. I love the crowd. The crowd is so great. They're bouncing. It's just great, dude. Oh, there it is. He's a raptor or T-Rex or something.
He's singing along, I think.
Yeah.
I think they are.
The crowd, yeah, it sounds like it. I cannot hear shit when it comes to the actual music. All I'm hearing is drums and then the vocals. So
at this point, I don't care for the music. I just like to watch this video. These people are having fun. They're having so much fun. It's like enthusiastic about everything that is happening on that stage. And they love this song. That's probably their favorite. I don't know. And the dinosaur mask dude, like, or girl, or whoever that is.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. They're singing along. That's amazing. I've never seen that shit before. Like, I've been to I've been to Whitechapel. I've been to Øhio and Confessions and even Avenged Sevenfold. Like, I've been to some really huge metal shows. I have never seen anyone like any part of the crowd like actually sing along with metal. It's either like all the crowd involvement is moshing. So this
actually
is
even more wild because they are singing along to grindcore. They
Yes.
know the lyrics for a grindcore song and they are
Yes.
singing along.
Yes.
This is amazing. This is impressive, inspiring. I don't know. This is hella dope. I don't know.
Yes, that's awesome.
Yes, that's the title. That's the song title they were shouting.
Yeah, Natural Big Burn. This is like dance grind. Fuck yeah, dude. Koi, 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 koi. Look at the guitarist. I love him. Wait, no, we have to see that again. He's dancing while the bassist is doing his thing. It's awesome. That was awesome. That was awesome. That was really, really good.
That's a great video to end the stream, honestly.
There's one video. Groovy gore grind is a thing. I don't know if you were memeing in chat when you said groovy gore grind, but it totally is a thing, and it's actually kind of legit. I'm pretty sure that this is yeah. Oh, I guess it's not. I was pretty sure that this was copyright somewhere. But it is. But this album is one of my favorites. I've gone back to it and listened to it like 3 or 4 times. This album is fucking legit as shit. Grindzilla. So anyway, yeah. I think we're good there. That was a romp, a stomp. It was a good ass meme. It was a gaff, a laugh.
It was based.
Based.
Sure.
Well,
For sure.
how'd the stream go? Good. So I appreciate you guys joining me. This was a good ass meme. And we will see you all next week. We'll do Wednesday again. Also, I believe I've put all the timestamps on the videos now. I did that this morning, but I wasn't sure if I missed any, so I'm gonna have to go back and check. But anyway,
Alrighty.
appreciate y'all. We were gonna cut it here. Bye.